Welcome back to EducateTube.com. My name's Sipsky, your host. Today I'll be showing you how to make a latex calculator glove. It is a glove that contains or embedded with a calculator. Let's get started.
Today I'll be showing you how to do something really cool. It's only going to cost you less than $2. All you need is a scientific calculator getting from a dollar store. I got this for about $2. Take it apart and what you get? A latex calculator glove. That's right, the calculator in the palm of your hand. Literally. So there you go, you have the LCD display. You have the button, which is actually the panel anyway, is actually paper thin, glue onto the latex glove, the battery power. So I'll show you up close how it works, and I'll show you also how I make one, and you can make one too. In less than an hour, less than $2, you can make a latex calculator glove. Cool. Okay, to make a latex calculator glove, you need a calculator, $2 calculator. This one is actually about $2. Now the reason I choose this calculator one, you notice there's a lot of function in there, including combination, permutation, square root, fraction. So pretty much all this stuff that a good scientific calculator would have. So that's what you need. But I bought this for $2 for some reason. I don't know why it's so cheap. Anyway, once you do that, you want to take it apart. You also need a adhesive tape, right? You also need a latex glove, okay, like this one. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the calculator apart, and then what you end up getting when you unscrew and everything, and gently take it apart, you should see a calculator that has a very thin panel, very thin sheet. You can see it's very thin sheet, and it has these circuits built in. Now normally the circuits works with these buttons, but what you could do is you can cut one of these buttons, and I believe it's magnetized, and when it goes through it, it somehow conducts the circuit, allowing it to turn it on. Let me show you. For example, let's take one of the button here, and if I went over it, you can see the button on top here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we can cut one of these little button here, put it into one of the fingers, and then when we put it onto the latex glove, it will be taped on, right? And then what we have to do is label each of these buttons, because originally that's what these buttons look like. Alright, now the reason I didn't choose the button is because I wanted to look flat and look what's it called, I guess, futuristic, right? So let's get started. I'll show you how to disassemble the calculator. Okay, so here's a latex glove. Just try to put it on and see what it looks like. Then the calculator go on top of that. Okay, so just to test it out first. Okay, so what I did was actually put markers along here where I want to position the calculator. I want it somewhere that looks like this. Okay, so then I can actually type on it. I'm gonna glue it, or actually tape it onto the latex glove. Okay, so it looks like that. It looks pretty cool. It looks realistic. Okay, now we're going to tape the calculator onto the latex glove. Okay, so flip it around. You can see the circuits. And I'm going to put a two-sided tape. It's probably the best. Okay, measure, approximately. Put on one side like this. Okay. And then one more. Okay, there we go. And then you want to pull out the the back of the tape. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to adhere to the latex. Okay, okay, there we go. And then, okay, position your glove properly. Okay, make sure you have the marker labeled before you do this, which I did already, so I can see a black marker that I want to put the calculator on too. Okay, so you kind of get a relatively, a position relatively where you want to place it. Okay. Spread it out straight, and there we go. It's pretty cool. Later on, I'm gonna label it. Okay. Now I'm gonna tape this as well. Okay. And remove the back. Okay. Make sure it's flat and then remove the back. Okay, and then flatten it again. Okay, make sure it's flattened so that you get a nice even glue to the surface of the glove. Stretch it out nicely. Okay, there we go. Test it out one more time. You can see it works. Okay, yes, there it is. So far so good. Put it on again. There we go. It's pretty cool. Now I may have to put another, well, just make sure you want to put on the edges as well. Tape around here, right? But make sure it doesn't interfere with the buttons. Okay. Well, this is pretty good. Now the battery, it's kind of in the way, but we're gonna position so that it doesn't kind of, affect the thumb movement. Okay, doesn't affect the thumb. Okay, now I'm gonna label it using my own handwriting. It's not gonna be as good, but as long as I can read it. Okay, I find that the button from the calculator actually looks the best for touch screen. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut a piece of one of the button, right? And then we're going to tape into one of the fingers. And make sure it's facing, the round part of the button is facing the screen, right? The calculator screen here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape on the button to my fingers. Let's do that now. You can use any tape you want, but tape that actually going to keep it steady into your fingers. Okay, so using a double side tape, I'm going to take one of the button that I cut off and place it onto the fingers. Okay, and then we're going to tape it again, but this is just to keep it in place. So peel off the other side of the tape. There we go. Put the button onto so it looks something like that. Okay. See if it's secure. It's pretty secure, so just see how it goes. Let's try it out. Okay, so let's see. Let's do 7. Oh, it works pretty good. Have a look. 758 times 6 equal 406 68. Very good. Clear. 89 times 6.23 equals 554.47. Awesome! Give me 5 on the calculator, I mean.